Okay, so it's been a super long time since I've had a chance to work on this, but I did some updates over the last couple days, and I just wanted to show what I did. So here is a simple layout. There's a green drawer and title and, well, like a nav bar, and then maybe a title and a short card and a tall card. This is just, rough mock. And it is responsive to some extent, and you can see I just move it around, and you can see the title here in the center is actually centered, and there's a minimum width set on this red content area, and you can see when I hit that, it'll actually shrink down the green part, this drawer. So that's pretty cool. And the code for this is pretty straightforward. I do want to improve it, but right now it's not too bad actually. So you can see here I have the drawer height. Well, actually, let's look at something more interesting. The title. So the title here is we just give it a fixed height and width, and the top we just give it a 50 pixel offset from the top of the content area, and the content area is this red part, and then we center it. This is always an issue with CSS. How do you center something? Well, I can literally say take the center of the title and make it equal to the center of the content, and voila, we now have a centered title. And there's also center Y, in case you're wondering. So yeah, it's super easy to center things. And go back up to the drawer here. This left side, so on the edge of the screen here, I have the drawer set the left side to match the edge of the screen, and I give it a medium strength. And I did that because when I shrink this, I want it to disappear once I hit once the content reaches its minimum width. And then if I go down to the content, you can see I set the minimum width to 300. And anything without a specific strength is set to required. So you'll notice here I set another width to equal to the width of the actual display, but it's weak. So that actually is what allows the content to stretch. Otherwise, it would just fill up the minimum space required, which would be the 300 pixels. But because I have this weak constraint, now it is responsive to some extent. So that's what I've done so far, and I'm pretty excited about it. There's a lot of cleanup and a lot of improvements, but it's getting close to something usable. Oh, and also right now everything is just kind of on a flat, there's no, what do you call it? There's no composure here. I haven't composed any objects, but I could. So just how I add children to the display, let's say I wanted to, in the content, I could just as easily say content.children equals, and then put any component in here I want, and then just save that. Or even better, I would just create a class that extends this block object, and internally I can do all of my widgets and whatnot. So I think that I can make this pretty flexible for building reusable components, in addition to just the straightforward sort of like flat layout. So that's about it.